it's on this old train line, I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's double dutch. Then we spun the block, came back, double up like, ooh, I got her. Yeah, met her uptown, but she from the borough. Better known as the boogie down. All sookie now. Get up out the kitchen, man, I'm cooking now. Brother man, slip me skin, suck it to me. And they gotta shut their mouth when they talking to me. I look around, it's a whole lot of fraction mamas. But I hit the highs, man, don't want the drama. Hey, peace and love, baby, keep it groovy. Every time we pop out, you know it's a movie. If I'm in...
Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Minnesota Vikings. First quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. They'll start on the ground with Madison, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Duggan looking to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing, Duggan. Into the hands of the rookie Jordan Addison. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. To throw is Duggan. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Short pass to Howard. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Now a 7th-round surprise from a year ago. It's Isaiah Pacheco. Still going inside the 20. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
His throw incomplete. The Vikings hit a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Flush to his right. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 59 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. This defense for the Vikings, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Mahomes going to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. On the return, it's James. Called out a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. That's laid out deep for Rice. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3-4 quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. 7-7, our score after 1. Second down and 6 now.
We need this. Let's do it.
Duggan. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Duggan to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Duggan now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. That one caught downfield by Howard. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Here's Mahomes to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Mahomes sees something. He'll change the play. And they'll run again, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Kick here is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport. They say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself. And that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Doug going to look to throw this. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
The Vikings on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he's caught. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Now 2nd and 9. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Now Mahomes. Got a man, that's Richie James. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. To throw, it's Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. Yeah, we've got an injured player, and that's Travis Kelce, who appears to be in a bit of discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here's 3rd and a few inches. Mahomes now to throw. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you had looked, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake. Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory. Look, I'm up for being unconventional. That part's cool, and I get it. But this deep, I just don't think it's the right time to make that call.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Duggan. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The kick by Joseph is good, and that will knock us up at 10. So good snap, good hold, and right there in the middle.
Never in doubt, just what he used to hit a button.
Kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was a nice score.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. Throwing on 1st first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Mahomes. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Some applause for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. Duggan looking to throw. Throw left side, and Osborne has it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Throwing, Duggan. Middle of the field to Jefferson. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. To throw is Duggan. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far in 2nd. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Off play action. Dugan. And it'll be intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder, this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? And could call.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles Hyde settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. Short pass to Howard. Well, he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Mahomes going to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Dugan. Pass complete to Addison. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Dugan. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Looking to throw. Dugan. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Vikings first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Dugan eluding the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Making the catch, this is the tight end, Oliver. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kene Nwangu, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Joseph now to have the PAT. And the lead is up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On first down, they go back to Pacheco. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
And quickly they get to the line. They go play fake. Mahomes rolling to his right. It's caught inside the 25. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. 43 yards. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Running left to give to Pacheco.
Oh, what a move. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
101 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get it behind the line.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Chiefs are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that cuts the lead to 24-17. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trip to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Duggan now to throw.
And now here's another interception.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Again, it's Pacheco.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The Chiefs on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
And that, what a dangerous throw there back across the field. It's incomplete.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to kick it away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down.
Here's Duggan to throw.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Off the play fake. Dugan. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to it? Maybe his rhythm was just off. He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line. Flushed out right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Duggan will look to throw this.
Flush to his right. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
On 2nd down, here's the Wangu.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Back to throw. Dugan.
That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Operating from the gun. Dugan eluding the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Max Duggan.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Vikings add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Joseph connects on the extra point,
and the lead now up to 14.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They got to get going.
Brian Asamoah picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down.
That ball caught. It's Rice.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Mahomes throwing the out route incomplete. That's James.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Lewis Seen.
Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back into 32. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
The end result, 21 yards. Looking to throw. Dugan. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Duggan. Hawkinson crossing the middle and bringing it in.
And the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Duggan looking to throw.
He's going to go up top again. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game.
Whole club selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I Keep it too real for real, and that's that made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of the hitters doing stadiums. Small business don't come